Hello, Purple Rosa here, and I'm continuing on in Western Skyrim with the main quest. So previously I was in Morthal and we got the Jarl to help us there because Svana tried to convince her father in the Blue Palace that there is a real threat, but he still won't listen. So I've gone out to get the help of the Jarl of Morthal, which we did, and he'll vouch that there is a threat. And now we're going to Karthwatch to get the help of the Jarl here. But I have to meet Svana in the Eversnow Inn first, which is just here. So let's go inside and see what the plan is.
They tore each other apart, right in front of me!
Stay inside. Stick together. We'll take care of this.
What's the problem? Hang on.
Mind yourself in here and out there. A storm destroyed our town, but I'll be damned if I let anyone cause more mischief for these survivors.
Oh, so Karthwatch was hit by the storm?
Things have never looked worse.
People I know changed into mindless creatures. Or worse. What a dismal day.
Great.
There was a red mist, a haze really. Then the storm struck. It was horrifying.
They planned, the Ice Reach Coven planned for this to happen in Morthal, but we stopped it. But it looks like Karthwatch got hit by a harrowstorm.
Did you come to help us? Are you with the princess? Well, you're too late. The town is lost, and everyone I knew and loved is dead.
It's a shame. We're too late.
These people, they're from Karthwatch. They might be all that's left of the town.
What happened to Karthwatch?
They say it was a storm. Powerful. Devastating. It engulfed the entire town. It had to be a harrowstorm. That's the only explanation. There could be other survivors. Maybe even Jarl Ulfwin. We need to make a search.
Alright, let's head into Karthwatch. We need the Jarl.
Let's hurry. Every second we waste could be the difference between life or death.
Yeah, I'm just gonna waste a few seconds checking up here first. Must loot. Don't need that. Must look at the loot.
What god did we anger to deserve this terrible fate? That storm. It was angry. I tell you, angry.
Ooh. Solitude Blueprint. I'll learn that. What is it? A skewer. Cool. My first Solitude recipe. Furniture plan. Oh, there's a bard. Lyris was escorting the Jarl of Morthal to Solitude, so we'll have to do this without her. Maybe Fenorian will show up? I hope. But can manage this with me and Svana. Let's go. Oh, she has a bow.
I hope that Jarl Ulfwin got somewhere safe.
Same. We need another Jarl's voice.
You escaped the barrow? No matter. This time we'll harvest all of the grey reliquaries.
That Coven Witch. Is she the one that escaped from the barrow?
She was. The barrow that we went to in Morthal. I think it was that one. It was somewhere around Morthal. Oh, sorry, it was over here. Barrow. Because she escaped with one of the bigger urns, which probably has a higher up general or something in the Grey Host army.
Too bad you arrived so late. Your life energy would fit perfectly in my reliquaries.
Is she a vampire? She might be. Because we did see another ice witch previously that was a werewolf. So this one's obviously a vampire? Yeah, it's a Harrowstorm, alright.
Bah, they come. Protect the Grey Reliquary with your lives!
Let's destroy it.
I need a moment. Let's talk over there.
Oh yeah, you were right. Don't transform on me, princess. Guess we're immune because we're the vestige.
Gods, did all this death serve some dark purpose?
Oh, I think she's losing it. It's alright, Svana.
Sorry. Guess I'm not completely used to the fighting and all. That urn, though. The Grey Reliquary. The witch was adamant about protecting it, gathering it up. She said something about our life energy. Oh, gods, I think I know what they're doing.
Tell me what you figured out.
Remember what the witch said as we approached the town? This time we'll harvest all the Grey Reliquaries, she said. That our life energy would have fit perfectly in the urns. I think the Harrowstorm steals life energy and puts it in the reliquaries.
Yeah, I came to that conclusion too. So what do you want to do, princess?
If the Jarl is still alive, she can take care of herself for a while longer. The witch hasn't gathered all the reliquaries yet. I say we get to them first and destroy them. I won't let these bastards profit off the destruction of Karthwatch.
Good plan. Alright, let's destroy any grey reliquaries we can find. You'll be fine, princess. You got me here. Oh, the Ice Reach Coven won't be happy about this at all. But who cares? They're the bad guys.
That fiend eat those skeevers. Finally, the Reach will rise up.
Not on my watch.
Breaking these things won't bring my people back. But the same goes for the Grey Host.
We could sleep on beds
Yep.
and not piles of hay.
Destroying them will stop them reviving some of the Grey Host. Which is a win. Oh, what's this other urn? Is that it? Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's over here.
You could not stop the head.
Couldn't stop it, but was stopping you taking the energy. It's what you get.
That's done. Now let's check on the Jarl. Her hall is right up the hill.
On it. At least we stop them taking that energy, life force.
I'll work with the others, but I do not trust them.
Okay, so the Jarl's hut is up here. Harrowed. Oh, the Harrowed, they're the ones that they lose their mind or something. Ooh, on Harrowstorms. By Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. These notes will one day become a treatise on the subject of Harrowstorms and the magic behind it, provided I find the time to eventually turn them into something of publishable quality. Harrowstorms are arcane weather events created from a mix of Ice Reach covered magic and ancient vampiric alchemy.
Ours is
The
an alliance of mutual interest.
Vampire
nothing
we
more.
saw, the Exarch vampire, did say something about this. They strike without warning, leaving death and worse in their wake. I have seen the devastation left behind by these supernatural storms. The forces called forth can kill or transform the living caught within them into near mindless shells we've come to call the Harrowed. Their some become a new kind of feral vampire we now refer to as Harrow Fiends. Of course, not everyone exposed to the storms suffers one of those afflictions, but I have yet to determine a rhyme or reason as to who dies, who transforms, and who walks away unscathed. As I continue my research into the phenomenon, I can say with most certainty that the Harrowstorms are created via some sort of ritual. The ritual uses various arcane components, including some sort of fetish or
Witches
totem
are only using us.
and
The Herald are a means to
alchemical
an end.
mixture in addition to a realistic chant to focus and unleash the magic. I still have no idea whether the resulting afflictions represent the ultimate goal of the Harrowstorms, or if they are just an unfortunate result of some more insidious purpose. Nor do I know for certainty who is behind the supernatural events. More
I'll
research
work
is
with the others,
required
but
to
I do not
determine
trust them.
how the storms go about killing or transforming their victims, and whether or not there may be a way to restore what was taken from them. Time will tell. Interesting.
Stay back! Don't make me... Oh, you're not one of the witches or their monsters.
No, I am not. Is she alright?
I thought this was the end for me. I barely have the strength left to conjure a light breeze. Wait a moment. Is that Princess Svana?
I guess she's just exhausted. Svana and I are here to help. Tell me who you are and what happened here.
I'm Magister Fridelia. I serve Jarl Orfwen as her court mage. I've been fending off witches, vampires, and these crazed villagers since the chaos started. There was a storm, definitely magical in nature. It turned our own people against us.
What about Jarl Ulfwyn? Is she still alive?
I'm not sure. I sent the Jarl into the cellar when the storm began, when I still thought it was just a bad storm. Please, go downstairs. Make sure the Jarl is safe. Karthold will be lost without her.
I'll try and find her.
The cellar. Jarl Orfwen is in the cellar. Make sure that she's all right.
We will.
The court wizard survived, so there's still hope that the Jarl did too, right? Let's check the cellar.
Let's. So yeah, they got hit bad. So the cellar is through there. And I can't get upstairs. Okay, to the cellar.
Jarl Olfen! No! I need to get some air. Please, recover the crown of Karthwatch. I can't leave it down here.
Well, that sucks. We needed the Jarl. Now we can't convince the High King. What are we gonna do now?
I'm sorry, Fidelia. Jarl Olfen, she's... Give me a moment. Speak to Magister Fidelia, if you would.
That's the Karthwatch crown. Jarl Olfwen's gone, then? I failed her.
You did everything you could. It's a wonder you weren't affected by the Harrowstorm.
Harrowstorm? Is that what you call what happened here? Why I didn't turn into a monster is a mystery. Wait. The Hold soldiers clashed with Reachman scouts a few days ago. They brought back these medallions the scouts were wearing.
Oh, maybe they protect against the Harrowstorm. Can I have one? An ice reach covered medallion. I've seen them before. You had this on you the entire time?
Yes. I was preparing to study the enchantments I detected upon it when the Harrowstorm struck. I guess I slipped it into my pocket without really thinking about it. Could this be some sort of protection against the storm?
You may be onto something. It's certainly possible we might be able to use that knowledge to protect the kingdom. We might.
Karthwatch is gone. No people, no Jarl. The seat of the entire hold. Wiped out. Just like that. We have to get my father to take action!
What should we do now, Svana?
I need to get back to the Eversnow and gather the survivors. Take them to Solitude, where they'll be safe. At least as safe as we can make them. Then I have to have a serious talk with my father. I'll make him listen to me, damn it, no matter what!
What do you want me to do?
Return to Solitude. Find Lyris and meet me in the Blue Palace. I have a room upstairs that we can use. We need to come up with a plan. Something that will help me convince my father to act.
I agree. I'll find Lyris and meet you in the Blue Palace. Hopefully he will listen.
Magister Fidelia, as the highest-ranking official remaining from the court of Karthwatch, I need you to come to Solitude.
Of course, Princess Svana. I'll help you convince the High King.
Good. Well, we may not have the Jarl, but we might be able to still convince the High King. Fingers crossed, I hope we can. So yeah, Karthwatch. Shame what's happened here. I'll just go grab this sky shard. So yeah, I guess we'll go head to Solitude and finally convince the High King. There was a quest I saw down here outside of town, but I'll come back and do it because I just want to get this done and convince the High King that there is a threat. Try to convince him. So yeah, I'll head back to Solitude. So let's continue.
Come on, you brainless cur! This way!
They're worse than drunkards after the mead hall closes.
Shh! Don't mock the cursed! You'll call a hex down upon us!
The harrowed. They're the mindless ones. Poor people. Why bring them here in town?
You again? Always where you don't belong. All this foulness began when you showed up. Should have known you were bad news when I found you with that spy. You might have the princess duped, but I've got my eye on you.
Hey! We're trying to help. What are you doing with the Harrowed?
Herald? Is that what we're calling them? Well, not that it's your concern, but High King Svargrim ordered us to herd these poor sods into the Temple of the Divines so the priests can care for them. If you ask me, they're a lost cause.
I doubt that. It's always worth trying. So, High King Svargrim has finally decided to take action?
Careful, outsider. We don't take kindly to that kind of attitude when it's directed at our High King. If you want to know so badly, go ask your precious princess. Now leave us to our work, before I decide to herd you right to the dungeons.
You're lucky I'm not gonna stab you even though I want to. Poor Harrowed.
Glad to see you're alive and well. I was getting worried with all the Harrowed they've been bringing into the city.
What are they doing with the Harrowed?
They've been taking them to the Temple of the Divines in Castle Dower. I suppose it's really the only place to care for them in their condition.
So High King Svargrim is finally taking our warning seriously? I doubt it.
Jarl Redharn gave him an earful the moment we entered the Blue Palace. Nord politics. It's a wonder to behold. One step removed from a barroom brawl. I'm disappointed they didn't start slugging each other, but it worked out in the end.
Jarl Redharn is the Jarl of Morthal. He came through. I like him. We reached Karthwatch too late. It was destroyed by a harrow storm.
Damn it. I was afraid of that. We're running out of time and we still don't fully understand what we're facing out there. Hey, where's the princess? Tell me you didn't lose Svana in Karthwatch.
Svana's fine. She wants us to meet her in her chamber in the Blue Palace. Let's go. So yeah, Jarl Redharn came through.
Assassins tried to kill the High King. They murdered Queen Gerhild.
Yeah, we helped him, now he's helping us. But yeah, Nord politics. If only they started throwing punches at each other, that would be fun to see. So yeah, let's hope we can finally convince the High King, but I'm doubtful. But yeah, Svana's getting at the end of her rope. You can tell she's getting tense. Okay, let's go up. Okay.
The Svana I know would leave all this bother behind. Come back to the troll and let the royalty deal with this.
I am the royalty, Mog. It's time I started acting like it.
It is. So there's the Magister. I think. Yes.
I am neither Jarl nor Thane, but Svana asked me to come to Solitude to help petition the High King. He may not listen to me, but I'll do what I can to aid the princess.
Cool.
Welcome to the princess's chamber, my friend. I don't remember the last time I spent more than a few moments in here. Anyway, Jarl Redharn and Magister Fridelia are here, giving my father an earful. Thanks for helping me at the holds.
We weren't able to save Karthwatch.
No, but we saved Morthal, and stopped the Coven from getting the Grey Reliquaries at Karthwatch. And we brought the Hold leaders here. All of that matters. Take this, my royal allowance. I was going to buy wine, but you can make better use of it.
Thanks.
We return to find that my father is finally doing something about the Coven threat. But it's not enough. Extra patrols and rounding up the Herald is all well and good. But what we really need is a defense against the Harrow storms.
What about the Icereach Coven medallions? They seemed to protect Fidelia in Karthwatch.
Unfortunately, we've only recovered a few of the medallions. And Magister Fidelia hasn't determined what enchantment the medallions use to provide their protection. We need another solution.
Maybe I should take one to Fëanorian? He might help. Yeah, Lyris and I know a scholar of sorts who's trying to understand the Harrowstorm ritual.
Right, Lyris mentioned that. Coincidentally, a courier delivered a message for you from Dusktown. I never heard of the place, but she said it was sent by someone named Fëanorian. Is that your scholar? Read the message and let's see if he'll help us.
It is. I'll read Fëanorian's message.
Take the message from the table, then see if you can convince Fëanorian to join us. Maybe with his help we can devise a defense against the storms. I'll stay here and continue to annoy my father until he gives this threat the attention it deserves.
Good. So how are you going to make your father listen?
You forget that I have help now. My father might be able to ignore me, but he'll have a harder time dismissing a Jarl and the court mage. It's funny. I would have thought he'd be happy to see me finally take an interest in politics.
Maybe this is how you prove yourself to him.
I don't care about his approval, but I'd like to earn his respect. With Mother gone, we're both going to have to work harder to keep our kingdom running. It will be easier if we find a way to get along.
Well, I wish you good luck.
I still need to finish studying the Icereach Coven medallion. If I can ascertain the enchantments used to protect its wearer from the Harrow storms, that would give us something to go on.
Yeah, keep at it. So, Fëanorian's letter. Friends, further work with Old Mjolnir led to a discovery that promises to unravel the entire mystery that has confounded us so far. To that end, I returned to the mining settlement called Dusktown. If you have additional need of my services, I have secured lodging in a building on the south side of town. I'll write again if this lead bears fruit. Fëanorian. Cool. So, talk to Lyris?
Dusktown. I wonder what Fenn's found that led him back down there. Does his message give any indication of where we can find him? The settlement isn't big, but it's not exactly small either.
Fëanorian's message says he secured lodging on the south side.
Well, that's a start. You know, I never imagined I'd be working alongside a vampire, let alone one I respect. With all the leeches we've already had to kill, it's nice to see another side. Fenn's different.
Yeah, not all vampires are bad, not all werewolves are bad, not all witches are bad. There's just more bad ones than good ones. He certainly is. Let's go find Fëanorian.
You go on ahead. I need to get my axe sharpened before I go back down into Blackreach. I'll catch up with you in Dusktown.
Alright, I'll meet you there. Cool.
I hope this scholar friend of yours has learned something that can help us. Go find him and bring him back here.
That's not a good idea, because he's a vampire, but she doesn't know that yet. Lyris and I saw soldiers herding the Harrow towards the Temple of the Divines.
My father's attempt to show that the High King isn't shirking his responsibilities. He's locked in his damn tower again. But his steward explained that the priests and healers have been commanded to do what they can for the poor souls.
You said the High King is locked in his tower?
Well, not literally. His Tower of the Wolf has been under construction for as long as I can remember. He won't let anyone inside except the builders until it's completely finished. Claims it would be bad luck to show it off early.
Did Solitude need another tower?
Some would say no. That the Tower of the Wolf is nothing more than a vanity project for the High King. My father says it's necessary for our ultimate security. A last line of defense against the Skald King's forces. Me, I think it's an eyesore.
What happens to Karthald now that Jarl Ulfwin is dead? Maybe, I guess they'll appoint a new Jarl? I don't know. Don't know how it works.
Karthald's problems go deeper than the loss of their Jarl. The main settlement was destroyed. I'm not sure the Hold can recover from that. What happens next depends on the High King and the next moot. That's where such decisions are made.
Tell me more about your relationship with Mark.
What's to tell? He's my friend. For all his faults, he's always dealt straight with me. He is, in his own way, honest. He doesn't care that I'm royalty. In fact, I think he'd prefer it if I weren't. I needed someone like that for a while.
Yeah, sounds like a good friend. How did you and Marg meet?
I was a young fool. After the 1000th argument with my father, I ran away. There was a lot of drinking involved in the decision, as I recall. Mog found me outside the city, led me back to the Lonely Troll, and we've been friends ever since.
Maybe if she does take her princess responsibilities more seriously, maybe she'll make Marg her advisor? I don't know.
I should probably send word to Yoren the Skald King while I'm at it. Let him know the current situation. Provided, of course, I can find a courier willing to carry a letter to Eastern Skyrim.
Good luck with that. Just make sure they don't catch you for being a spy. So yeah, things are moving along. Hopefully we can finally convince the High King that there is something going on. Which will be good. It will be good. So yeah, now we have to go meet Fenorian in Dusktown, which was in Blackreach. So continue that part of the quest later on, because I want to go back to Karthwatch to see about the other quest there. So yeah, we will continue this on in the next one. Thanks for watching.